So I serve on the Arts and Culture Commission with the City of Arvada, which is a group of volunteers who are passionate about arts and culture in our community. And so we get together and really think about and make recommendations to the city about public art and how our art is maintained and where art is visible and what other sort of community cultural events are happening. A lot of what we do right now is funding big public art projects like murals and sculptures and things like that. The Quaker Street mural is being finished up this fall, and it began, I think the idea for it was just someone who lives out in West Arvada who uses the Ralston Creek Trail all the time, who saw it's a really unique overpass space. So it's going to be a really cool mural because you're really going to be surrounded by it when you walk underneath it. And ended up working with an artist named Anna Charney.
So this mural is pretty characteristic of my abstract style, which is composed of a lot of bending forms and kind of vortexes and layered patterns to create this kind of illusionistic abstract space. Mural that I'm doing here for this tunnel installation, I wanted to react to the environment in which I'm painting here on the Ralston Creek Trail. The east end of the tunnel, where it's super lush and foresty and green by the creek, all the colors are similar to the trees and all the foliage that you see down there. So it goes kind of from greens, and then the gradient as you walk through the tunnel and experience the immersive mural turns from those greens of the foresty area to some yellows and pinks and warm colors more reminiscent of the sunset that you would see over the mountains on the west end of the tunnel over here. I hope the community, as they experience the mural and grow to live with it, that it just kind of brings a moment of brightness to their day.
So Babe Walls, maybe 3 years ago, Babe Walls is a big sort of collaborative mural festival that's put on by this group called Babe Walls that was lucky enough to come to Arvada, and the Arts and Culture Commission helped fund it and organize it and make it happen. We saw an opportunity, knowing that we would have to make some repairs to this wall anyway, to maybe refresh and have a new mural in that space. And we're really lucky to get to work with an artist named Danielle Seawalker, who was part of the original Babe Walls a couple of years back.
So as an artist, you know, people that kind of know my art know that I always am inspired by my culture, my heritage, my current walk of life and experiences as a Native woman. So I really love color, I love pop art, and I kind of like to fuse like my culture in those different aspects. And so I really wanted to do something fun, something very bold, which is the mural behind me, with these like fun pop art type women with these wild braids, but also wanted to incorporate Dakota floral, which is a floral design and pattern that you see here that is very ancient and found in a lot of our beadwork from hundreds of years ago. And the mural towards the very end, there's kind of two pieces to it, are very traditional, very symbolic, have a lot of meaning in them, and are also inspired by being a Lakota person. Tana Goodhouse, the other artist, he was the one that really executed and designed that mural. And the main piece of that is really special is one that tells the life of a warrior from birth to death.
The Arts and Culture Commission, our goal is to use art to create deeply connected communities. And what that really means is making Arvada a really great place for artists to live and work, and also making art experiences accessible and surrounding people who live here. Joining a board or commission like the Arts and Culture Commission is just a really wonderful way to give back to your community, to learn a lot more about how city government happens, to meet really passionate people who have things in common with you. Arts and Culture Commission is a pretty special commission, but there are all types that cover things like Parks and Rec and festivals, and depending on what your interests are. And it's all volunteer based, so the more people who are involved and connected with their communities, the more work we can get done and the more ideas that are coming in the door.